of all, you will try it. After that, we'll be doing it together and we'll try to find out the best possible way of solving these questions. Let's start with the first one on your screen, which is here. So please try this question first. Give me the answer. I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. So here is a simple question from time and work. If Anita works alone, she would take 6 days more to complete the task than if both Anita and Beena work together. If Beena worked alone, she would take 24 days more to complete the job than if Anita and Beena work together. How many days would they take to complete the work if both of them work together? If both of them work together, how many days are they going to take? Can I have any answer? Anita alone would take 6 days more than they take together. Beena alone would take 24 days more than they would work together. How much time would they take if they work together? What is the answer according to you? Would like to know it from all of you. Sure, Kaushik, I'll wait for your answer. I'm sure that you all are already preparing for CAT 2024, and if you are preparing for, let's say, time and work, time, speed, and distance, these are the first common type of questions that appear there. Okay, Kaushik has got the answer as B. So let's start doing it and let's see whether Kaushik is right or not. I would expect a few more answers from others as well. Please try to answer. Now, Anita works alone. She takes 6 days more. Anita and Beena, then what Anita and Beena take? Beena works alone, takes 24 days to alone. So if Anita and Beena, let us say they together take X days to complete a work. So Anita alone is taking X plus 6 days and Beena alone is taking X plus 24 days. So if together they are taking X days, then A alone is taking X plus 6 days and B alone is taking X plus 24 days. Now, so the work done by A in a day is 1 by X plus 6. Work done by B in a day is 1 by X plus 24. It should be equal to the work done by them in a day, which is equal to 1 by X. Now, this is an equation that we have to solve and we get the answer from that. Of course, what I can do here is I can take the LCM as X plus 6 into X plus 24. On the numerator side, I'll get X plus 24 plus X plus 6 is equal to 1 by X. Let us cross multiply them. 2x into x is 2x square plus 30 into x is 30x is equal to x square plus 30x plus 24 into 6, that is 144. 30x and 30x got cancelled out. 2x square minus x square is 144. So x square is 144, which gives me the value of x as 12. So that means together they will take 12 days to complete the job. That's definitely one of the ways of doing the question, right? ये एक तरीका तो पक्का ही है. But in this method, what we have seen here, that is, that in this method, when I talk about it, I have to make equations and solve it. Not many people are very comfortable with that. And more you work on time and work, time, speed, distance, etc., you would be able to understand this, that these questions at this stage can be solved by using options very fast. How can I do that? Let's try with option 1. If I put 10, it will become 16, it will become 34, it will become 10. Now 1 by 16 and 1 by 34 can never be equal to 1 by 10 because it is a multiple of 17, right? So 17 is a prime number that will not cancel out, and I can't have 1 by 10 on the right hand side by cancelling out. So by that logic, I can eliminate 10. If I put 12, then they would become 1 by 12 plus 6, 18, 12 plus 24, 36, and then 12. Now 12, 18, 36, they all are powers of 2 and 3 only. They might cancel out to give you 1 by 12 because 12, 18, 36, they all are made up of 2s and 3s only. Similarly, if I try to make 14, 14 plus 6 is 20, 14 plus 24 is 38. Once again, I have a multiple of 9 here, 19, sorry. And similarly, when I put 16, I'll get 22, which is a multiple of 11, whereas the others will not be a multiple of 11. तो उससे ना आपको आइडिया मिल जाता है कि 18, 36 और 12 ये तो फ्रैक्शंस में इक्वल हो सकते हैं, बट दे कैन नेवर बी इक्वल टू, जहां 38 आ जाएगा, 34 आ जाएगा, 22 आ जाएगा. सो दैट ऑल्सो बिकम्स वेरी क्लियर. So the answer for this first question is option B. Now this is also one of the things that you have to do while doing these questions, because CAT is not only about solving the question and choosing the right answer. Many times options will become a very good tool for you, and through that you can answer the questions fast. Okay, let's move on to question number 2 now. Let's see what is the right answer for question number 2. Good afternoon, Musico. Very good afternoon. Let's see how many of you answered this correct. Here we have question number 2 with us. So anyone got the answer for question number 2? Music core is the first one to answer. He says D. B for business. Hello, sir. What is the strategy for CAT 24? That will be my first attempt. Need guidance to start. B for business, we have taken sessions on our YouTube channel itself. If you just surf a little bit, you will find that we have taken sessions before about the complete strategy of CAT 2024. Rather, you can find them on our app as well, on BYJU'S exam prep app. So, if you want me to find that, of course, if you don't find it, I mean on the channel, I'll just find it on the channel and I'll share it with you. Okay, so I think we can start now. Okay, chaliye, let's start. A milkman has two containers having mixtures of milk and water. The ratio of milk and water in the first and second containers are 2 is to 5 and 7 is to 3 respectively. So in the first container, he says the ratio of milk and water is 2 is to 5. In the second container, the ratio of milk and water is 7 is to 3. Find the ratio in which the contents of these two containers are mixed such that the new mixture has milk and water in a ratio of 2 is to 3. It's a basic question of allegation. When you read allegation, you will be able to understand this very easily. So just work on any of the two quantities, milk or water. In the first mixture, can I say 2 by 7 of the mixture is milk? In the second mixture, can I say 7 by 10 of the total mixture is milk? And finally, I want 2 by 5 of the total mixture to be milk, right? If the ratio is 2 is to 3, that means I want 2 by 5 to be milk. If the ratio is 2 is to 5, I want 2 by 7 to be milk. Similarly, here 7 by 10. Now write the difference of these two. The difference of these two would be 3 divided by 10. And when I look at the difference of these two, the difference of these two would be, so it will be 10, 14, 4 by 35. So ultimately, I can say the ratio in which they should be mixed is 3 by 10 is to 4 by 35. So I can cancel out by 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 7s are 35, or 7 3s are 21 and 4 2s are 8. Yes, 21 is to 8 is the ratio in which these two mixtures should be mixed such that the final mixture has milk and water in a ratio of 21 is to 8, sorry, 2 is to 3. Now, some of you might not be able to understand this method if you have not studied allegation. So I would request all of you to please go through allegation once, right? And after that, once again you see the solution, you would be able to understand what did I do here. Allegation is very, very nice method to make many of the questions extremely easy for you. So I'll move ahead now to question number 3. Question number 3 on the screen. It is here. Let's try this as well. Thank you, B for business. So let's try question number 3 now. So once again, Music Core has answered this question and he has answered real fast. B for business has also answered. He says also C. Two people have answered till now. Both of them are saying C. That's great. Let's start doing it then. करना शुरू करते हैं. He says Ahmed borrows money at 4% per annum simple interest payable yearly and lends it immediately at 5% interest compounded half yearly. In this process, he gains 340. So, what is the sum borrowed? So, when you have to pay a simple interest of 4%. And when you get compound interest at the rate of 5%. But it is compounded half yearly. So, basically, for half yearly, it will be 2.5%. So when it is paid half yearly, you get 2.5% in the first half year, 2.5% in the second half year. Once again, while doing compound interest, we talk about it that compound interest is nothing but successive percentage increase. So if you are getting 2.5% and 2.5% successive increase, then what is the net percentage change that you would be getting? It is A plus B plus AB by 100, the formula to calculate this successive percentage change, which is 5 plus 0.0625, or it is 5.0625. So here I would be getting 5.0625%, but I am paying 4%. So how much extra I have got? I have got 1.0625%, and that is given to us as 340 rupees. 1.0625% is 340 rupees. Now, whose 1% is 340? 340 is 1% of 34,000, but it is 1.0625%. So that means the number which I am looking at is slightly less than 34,000, which is 32,000, and that gives me the correct answer as option C. Here also, I would again say, do not go into too much of calculations. No, I'll exactly calculate how much is that. The options are helpful enough for all of us, right? When I say 340 is 1.0625% of something, so 1% of 34,000. But if the percentage is slightly more, that means the base is slightly less. So 34,000 से हल्का सा नीचे जब आप आओगे, so थोड़ा सा नीचे आते ही we have got 32,000, and by that we got the answer. Of course, we can solve it as well by doing 34 upon 1.0625, और उसके बाद we'll remove decimal, we'll put 10,000, we can cancel out by 25, and then we can solve it. That's also one of the ways, but not advisable. It takes a lot of time while doing the question then. That was question number 3. I hope it is understood, guys. I'll move ahead. Question number 4 ये रहा आपके सामने. Let's see how many of you answer this fast enough. What answer do you get for question number 4? Musicore has got the answer once again, and that's 2 again, very fast. B for business also got it very fast. I'll give some time to others as well. That's very fast, guys. Good. Can we have any other answer as well from anyone else? Let's start doing it then. ठीक है, करते हैं. So the question says the average marks of 50 students in a chemistry test is 86. Later, it is found that 3 marks, 56, 58, and 72, were wrongly entered as these. The average after mistake was corrected. So 56 was entered as 60, 58 was entered at 63, and 72 was entered as 61. So when the mistake would be corrected, 60 will go back to 56, the total will decrease by 4. 63 will go back to 58, the total will decrease by 5. 61 will go back to 72, the total will increase by 11. So ultimately, there would be an increase of 2 in the total. And when there is an increase of 2 in the total, there are 50 students, the average will increase by 0.04. So the average, which was 86, will increase by 0.04. My answer is option A, that is 86.04. Yes, option A is the right answer for question number 4. So music core and B for business, they all got it very fast and correct as well. So this is the rule of surplus and deficiency that we do in case of averages. When you study averages, this rule would be discussed over there, and you can see how easy the question becomes because of these rules. That's question number 4 for all of you. Answer is option A. I'll move ahead. Question number 5 on your screen. It is here. Let's see what happens now. Who answers this fast enough? So, question number 5, what is the answer now? Once again, we got an answer from Music Core and B for Business. Though Music Core this time says B and B for Business is saying D. तो चलिए देखते हैं क्या आंसर आता है इस क्वेश्चन का. A man leaves 7:30 a.m. in his car, expects to reach a place 320 kilometers from Delhi at 11:30 a.m. At 9:30 a.m., he finds that he has covered only 45% of the distance. By how much does he have to increase the speed of the car in order to reach the destination on time? So by 9:30, that means in the first 2 hours, he has covered only 45% of the distance. So what was the speed at which he was moving? He covered 45% of 320 in a total of 2 hours. So can I say his speed must have been 72 kilometer per hour? And now he is left with another 2 hours. He has to cover the remaining 160 kilometers. No, sorry, remaining 160, remaining 55%. He has to cover the remaining 55% of the distance in these 2 hours now. So what should be his speed now? It is 160 into 55. So that is 88 kilometer per hour. So the speed was 72. The speed should be 88. The increase in speed is 16 kilometers per hour. So B option 16 is the right answer for this question. Yes, B 16 is the correct answer, and Sahil Jain has actually given the right answer as 72 to 88. Absolutely right. Music Core gave the right answer. Sahil Jain got the right answer. B for business also got it now, that what mistake was he making. So 88 kilometer 16 is the increase. So 16 is the correct answer for this question. Very simple question. I hope you have understood the concept, right? You do not need to take any variable or anything in these questions, but somehow many students take S1, S2, D1, D2 kind of things. Just avoid those. The questions would become very easy for you. Question number 6 on the screen now. Here is it. Yes, B for business. These are regular sessions that we are having. You will find the schedule of it on our YouTube channel itself. You will see the upcoming sessions too. Musicore once again got the answer real fast. He says 75. B for business also got it as C. Two people have given the answer. That's great. The speed at which you have answered that 2 is pretty well. And I would also request all of you to do press the like button, please. Let's do it. Very easy question. A number x is to be added to 37.5% of 480. For this, I just need to know this fraction. It is 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 of 480 is equal to 180, right? 8 6 and 6 3 that is 180. So x is added to 180 to have sum as 44.44% of 630. 44.44% is 4 by 9. So 4 by 9 of 630 is 280. That means x is equal to 100. Question is asking you 3/4 of x. So 3/4 of 100 is 75. So the correct answer is option C, that is 75. You might say, what is there in this question? What is to be discussed? See, these kind of questions are asked in exams like SNAP, CMAT, Maharashtra City. You can find these kind of questions. Secondly, if you do not know what is 44.44% equal to, you will actually find this question very difficult, right? If any percentage is to be calculated in a fraction, for example, 25%, to convert it in fraction, I can say 25 by 100, that is equal to 1 by 4. I can do that, right? But let's say you are calculating 44.44%. What is it equal to? It would be 4444 divided by 10,000. I'll cancel out by 4. It will become 1111 upon 2500. From anywhere, does it look like 4 by 9 to you? इसको देख के लग रहा है ये तो 4 by 9 ही है. It does not. Unless or until you remember the value, you will not be able to do these questions easily. So therefore, in classes also we keep saying that the percentage equivalents of fractions, these are extremely important for you. The way I just told you, if you are not able to do that, there is no other way. If you don't remember the values, and there is no other way that you can find out what is it equal to. So it's always better to remember these values. So that gives me the answer as option C, 75. I'll move ahead now to question number 7. Let's see who answers first now. Sagnik had also given the right answer to the previous question. Very good, Sagnik. Very good, Music Core, B Business. What about question number 7? Music core has got the answer as D, 75%. So we have got one answer from Music Core, and he is answering very fast to each and every question. So let's do this now. चलिए करते हैं. It says the cost price of an item is 3 by 7 times of the marked price. When these kind of questions appear, what do? I'll immediately assume the marked price as 700 so that the cost price is 300. Now, why 700? Because I had to do 3/7. If you are doing 3/7 of something, it is always better to assume that something as a multiple of 7. So take marked price as 700, the cost price would become 300. And if it is sold at a discount of 25%, so on 700 there is a discount of 25%, that means one fourth. One fourth of 700 is 175, so it is sold for 525. Question is, then there will be what profit? Now 300 is the cost price, you are selling for 525, the profit is 225 on 300, which is equal to 3 by 4. 75 से cancel out हो रहा है 3 by 4 पे. So 3 by 4 is the profit. 3 by 4 means 75%. So yes, D option is the correct answer for this question. मैं देख रहा हूं बाद में बी फॉर बिजनेस ने भी आंसर 75% दिया, साग्निक ने भी आंसर 75% दिया. दैट्स ग्रेट. Assumed the MP as 56. Very good, Music Core. See, just see why Music Core assumed is at 56. Why not 7 or 14 or something? See, he saw कि एक तो मुझे 3/7 करना है मार्क्ड प्राइस का, सो आई हैव टू टेक द मार्क्ड प्राइस एज अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 7, और फिर डिस्काउंट भी मार्क्ड प्राइस पे देना है, सो इट शुड बी 1/4 एज वेल. तो वो 7 का मल्टीपल भी होना चाहिए, 4 का भी मल्टीपल होना चाहिए. सो यू हैव टू टेक अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 28. सो आप 28 ले लो, 56 ले लो, 84 ले लो, टेक एनी मल्टीपल ऑफ 28, यू विल सी योर क्वेश्चन वुड बिकम वेरी इजी. सो 28, 56 दे ऑल आर इक्वल. इनमें से कोई भी नंबर देखते हैं तो काम एकदम से आसान हो जाता है. दैट इज द right way of solving the questions of CAT, and that's what I wanted to discuss with all of you. In the beginning only I said कि इसमें हम जितने भी क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, बहुतों के थ्रू हम कॉन्सेप्ट कवर कर रहे होंगे, वो कभी कैट में नहीं आ सकते. दे माइट बी टू इजी फॉर कैट. थ्रू सम ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस विल बी डिस्कसिंग सम गुड मेथड्स ऑफ डूइंग क्वेश्चंस, कि भैया ऑप्शंस कैसे यूज करते हैं, नंबर्स का यूज कैसे करते हैं. दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव यूज्ड इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. So that means we will be discussing a lot of questions in this complete series. Just keep coming to these sessions. I am sure कि अगर आप यही यहां बैठ के 8-10 क्वेश्चन भी हर बार करते रहेंगे, it will be good enough for you to practice well enough. Okay? चलिए जी, I'll move ahead now to question number 8. Question number 8 is here. Let's see who does it fast now. Can anyone answer before Music Core? He has been answering first and he has always been correct in each of the answers. Here we have question number 8. Who's the first one to answer it correct? Let's see. Will it be again Music Core or B for Business or Sagnik this time would come first? Once again, Music Core has answered. He says option A. That's very fast. Very good, Music Core. If that is the right answer, that's a great time that you are taking. B for Business has also got A. So let's start doing it now. Okay, शुरू करते हैं जी. It says a grandfather divides the property so that his grandson's share to the son's share are in a ratio of 3 to 2, and son's share to the granddaughter's share is also in a ratio of 3 to 2. Son is to granddaughter is 3 is to 2, grandson is to son is in a ratio of 3 is to 2. So of course, if a ratio of A is to B is there, B is to C is there, we try to make B equal to make a ratio between all three. तो बी को मुझे कितना बनाना पड़ेगा 6. मल्टीप्लाई दिस रेशियो बाय 3, मल्टीप्लाई दिस रेशियो बाय 2, द शेयर ऑफ सन would be 6. So because this ratio has been multiplied by 3, so the ratio of grandson would be 9 and ratio of granddaughter will be 4. So the final ratio of son and granddaughter would be 9 is to 6 is to 4. He says if the granddaughter gets 55,000 less than grandson, so their difference is equal as 55,000. But 9 और 4 में तो difference 5 का है. So if 5 parts are equal to 55,000, then one part is equal to 11,000. Question says value of original property. Original property is 9 plus 6 plus 4 parts, which is 19 parts. If one part is 11,000, 19 parts are 19 into 11,000, which is option A. 2,09,000 is the right answer. I think there is something wrong with the answer here. Option A is correct. ये गलत डाला हुआ है. ठीक है. I checked it before as well. 2,09,000 is the right answer. वो गलती से प्रिंट हो गया है ग्रीन कलर उस पे. Otherwise, correct answer is option A. 2,09,000. I hope it is understood. 9 plus 6 15 plus 4 19 है. 19 को हमें मल्टीप्लाई करना था सीधा उसके साथ, and that gives us the correct answer for this question. I hope it is absolutely clear. That was question number 8. And later on I saw that साग्निक ने भी सही आंसर दिया था इस क्वेश्चन का. अब आते हम लोग क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 की तरफ. Here is question number 9 for all. Let's see who does it fast. Here we have another question from time and work. Regular questions that are there in time and work when you start preparing for it. Once again, music core has answered. He's answered first. Very good, music core. He says B. We got first answer from music core. He says B. I hope the others would also answer fast. Let us do it now. Okay. It says Sneha plus Shelly, they can do a job in 30 days. Shelly plus Maria, they can do a job in 24 days. And Maria plus Sneha, they can do the job in 20 days. So how many days Sneha alone will take to complete the work? So Sneha alone will complete the work in how many days? That is what the question is asking you. Now I would say Sneha and Shelly are doing it in 30 days. Shelly and Maria are doing it in 24 days. Maria and Sneha are doing it in 20 days. Let's take the LCM of 30, 24 and 20. Let us assume the total work is 120 units. That is the concept we do in case of time and work. That is called LCM concept, that we assume the work as an LCM of the given numbers. So Sneha and Shelly are making 4 units every day, that is 120 by 30. Shelly and Maria are making 5 units every day, that is 120 by 24. Maria and Sneha are making 6 units every day, that means 120 by 20. So if I add all the equations, so just look at the left hand side. Can I say left hand side would be twice of Sneha, twice of Shelly, twice of Maria? That is equal to their sum, which is 15. So I can say Sneha, Shelly and Maria, they can make 7.5 units in a day. Sneha, Shelly and Maria, they can make 7.5 units in a day. Question says how many days Sneha will take to complete the work. Now Shelly and Maria can make 5 units in a day. If Shelly and Maria make 5 units in a day, that means Sneha alone makes 2.5 units in a day. And if Sneha alone makes 2.5 units in a day, she will make 120 units in 120 upon 2.5, that is 48 days. Yes, option B, 48 days is the right answer for this question. Once again answered by Music Core and only answered by Music Core. I did not get any other answer. That means probably other people are not very comfortable with this concept and therefore I saw very few answers for this question. Okay, that was question number 9. I hope it is understood now. I'll move ahead now to the last question of the day, which is question number 10. Let's see who does it fast enough. So here is question number 10 for all of you. Okay, later on I see Sagnik had also given the right answer. Any answer for question number 10 now? No answer yet. So let's start doing it now. Two blends of a commodity costing 30 and 45 per kg are mixed in a ratio of 2 is to 5 by weight. That means the quantity worth 30 rupees per kg is 2 kgs. Quantity worth 45 per kg is 5 kg. So I have the total price as 60 plus 225. The total cost price of the articles is 285 rupees. Total cost price is 285 rupees. Then it says if 1/7 of the mixture, now total mixture is 2 plus 5, that is 7 kg. 1/7 of the mixture means 1 kg is sold at 52 and the remaining, that means 6 kg is sold at 60. What is the profit percentage? Pretty simple. It is 52 plus 360, that is equal to 412. So my cost price is 285, my selling price is 412. That means I have got a profit of 127 rupees on a cost of 285 rupees. आई सी कि ये थोड़ा सा आपका 340 से ऊपर होगा, राइट? बिकॉज अगर नीचे 300 होता then it would have been around 42%. So my answer would be slightly above 42% because it is slightly below 300. So slightly above 42 is 44.56. Yes, option C becomes the right answer for this question number 10. Very straightforward question, but of course, I don't see any answer for this question. The correct answer was option C, which is 44.56. And that was the last question. They would all be of equal usage for all of you. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon now. Bye bye, Tara, and take care of yourself.